because you're mine. Stop the things you do. I ain't lying.
Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Steve Callaway, and we're watching the second inductee into the Diamond Classic Hall of Fame, if you will, in this Video Masterpiece Hall of Fame. And this is actually, this video is the one that I first saw Angelina Jordan, and yeah, it's just, to this day, that was 9 years ago. Yeah, maybe 8, but I think 9. I didn't write down the date. I don't know why it didn't strike me to do that for some reason. I guess I never thought I'd be making YouTube videos back in that day. I only been making the YouTube videos for about 1.5 years. So, yeah. You know, I've talked to a lot of the viewers, and they have similar in a broad theme, similar experiences, where they see Angelina sing for the first time, and it has such an impact on them that it actually, not by anything that Angelina's doing, just who she is and how she performs and all the magic she brings to a performance. That changes people's lives. Here's what it did for me. Just a quick, I know you guys want to listen to the song, me too. But sometimes a little background doesn't hurt anything. And you can always fast forward through me talking too. But, so there I was doing a YouTube search, random, just looking for whatever. Typically the things I would stop on would be things about history, especially ancient history. I would stop on maybe animal videos, you know, not the kitty cat and the puppy things. They are cute, no doubt about that. I might stop on a few of those, but usually things like, endangered species, species I hadn't heard of, or rare species. Anything that will catch my eye, basically. And those would be the typical places where I would stop. And there's something else might pop up where I might catch my interest. I might stop and take a watch, like everybody else. Everybody kind of does the same thing, I think. You sort of have interests that you try to pursue. And for whatever reason, Angelina Jordan singing this song, this picture, the whole thing popped up on my screen. And the title said something about 9-year-old Angelina Jordan from Norway singing, you know, I Put a Spell on You. And I thought, no way. I was very familiar with Screaming Jay Hawkins' version from way back when. He was on a lot of TV shows. I think Dick Cavett and a few other ones back in the day, and he dressed up kind of like a witch doctor kind of a thing. And he in a couple of performances, there was a coffin on stage, and the lid slowly opened, and he sat up and then got out of the coffin and performed a song. He did a lot of things to try to generate some attention for himself, which was his whole intention for writing the song. In fact, he had a night out where he got plastered, and the next day had a terrible hangover, and he was thinking, I got to do something different. I got to come up with a thing, you know. I got to have something that's going to catch people's eye and get me some attention. Because he'd been singing for a long time. He's operatically trained singer, Screaming Jay Hawkins. So I was very familiar with him. And then a 9-year-old girl from Norway is going to sing that song. Really? And then I found out, really sing the song. That's how it should be sang. So after I listened to it and picked my jaw up off the ground, I started feeling like I had to go and I had to inspect some of my beliefs, and that led to inspecting myself, trying to give myself an impartial look at as best I could, and it really it did change my life. I had pretty much given up on music altogether. I wasn't a big fan of most of what was going on, and uh, it's because I'm old fashioned. I don't really like myself personally. I don't like when people they have to overplay their hand. Now, I don't blame them. That's how you get attention. Dress in a certain way and act in a certain way and glitz and glamour and blah, blah, blah. Me personally, I don't like that. I prize authenticity and genuineness. That's what I got from this video from Angelina. She feels this song. She doesn't just sing it. She feels it. And she's only 9 years old. How she can feel it, I couldn't tell you. She shouldn't have the ability to feel any of it. So when she closes her eyes and goes to that special place she talks about, I believe she has a connection to the song, to the people of the past, the intent of the song, the lyrics. She may I don't know if she's ever seen the Screaming Jay Hawkins original version. At the beginning of this video, she has a cup and it has Screaming Jay Hawkins' picture on it. I guess it's a cup. It could be a candle, one or the other. And I dove into my whole life. It took me about 2 weeks to go really root around in who I am and I've lived a full life. I've done a lot of things. Some things I'm proud of, some things not so proud of. Some things I would have done different if I had the chance. Sometimes I think I would, but then on the other hand, everything you do becomes a part of who you are. So you really can't take it out and do it over. So, well, with all that said, I said a lot of things here, but I basically what I did was I did a deep dive into myself. I wanted to know who I was, how I was. Am I a good guy? Am I a bad guy? What have I done in my life? Have I contributed to society, or am I just another person out there not doing a lot? And I basically. I've done a lot of things in my life. And most of them good. I don't think most of them were bad. I've made some mistakes. So haven't we all, right? And like in Screaming Jay Hawkins talking about this song, it's there's things that happen in your life that they only happen to you and maybe another person or whoever else is involved, but you experience them, you live them, you react to whatever goes on. You make your choices, and sometimes they're not even really choices. You just do it, and and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes you can't predict an outcome. You just have to, but you have to get through it somehow. So anyway, I did all that. I came back. I found a new appreciation for music. I did a deep dive into Angelina and her music, and I started listening to everything I get my hands on. That was quite a long time ago, and I've been hooked ever since. And I think, in my opinion, no singer has ever affected me like that. No singer. And when I listen to Angelina sing, oftentimes I get emotional right from the get-go, because it's so, to me, it's still at this point, 8 years later, listening to Angelina, it's still unbelievable how much of a emotion and connection she puts in the song and authenticity. I feel like she's really sharing every time she sings, even though she may be connecting to the past in some way. When you see her live and she talks about how she loves her fans and she loves singing for everybody, she can't believe she's there and all this kind of stuff, it's like waterworks. I feel for her like she's my granddaughter, like I'm so proud of her in so many ways, and I'm also so in awe of her abilities, especially back in these days when she was so young. Her abilities are so far beyond her years. 9 years old, are you kidding me? And then now you come up to 18 where she's singing If I Were a Boy and Bad Valentine, her original song. She's got so much, there's so much depth and breadth, three-dimensional stuff in her music and her songs and the way she does things. Plus her character as a person. She seems like she's a really great person. Her and her family too. Everybody. And she's imparting love and kindness to her audience, especially in the live performances. She talks about it. And it gets emotional right away. and she has that impact on me. Now I've been to all kinds of concerts before. I've seen live people. I've seen people I thought were really great live. I've seen people that weren't so good live. I've seen some people that were great communicators. I saw some that weren't. You know, it's all in there. It's all in the mix, right? And you know, I'm just being honest with you that she has had an impact on my life for the positive like nobody else has. And I'm not even maybe just talking singers, anybody, okay? With the exception of, I'm going to have to give my mother an exception. My mother, of course, had the biggest impact on my life. She actually gave me life and brought me into this world. So she was my role model, example, if you will. I would, you know, sometimes if I get stuck with something, I think back to my mother. What would my mother say or do, you know? And sometimes that provides me the guidance I need to make a better choice. I tend to be a little bit more fly by the seat of your pants kind of guy, okay? My mother had no other option other than to plan most of her life, bringing up 5 kids all by herself back in the day. So she had to be with no money, by the way, and nothing else. So she had to find a way to make it through that for decades. So unbelievable. So anyway, let's move on. Let us watch the video after all this talking. Sorry about that. Like I said, I think I'll put a timestamp at the beginning for those that want to buzz through me talking. I don't blame you. I probably wouldn't listen to it either. But I think it's important to have a little bit of a background thing. So let's go ahead and watch this. Now.
Because you're mine. Stop the things you do. I ain't lying. Hey, what's up? I ain't lying. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you anyhow. I don't care if you don't want me, I'm yours right now. I put a spell on you.
Per Hemley, I'm not sure how you say his name, the director, did a masterful job, I think, with that whole thing. And all of the band members, to me, the whole thing is perfect in every way. I can't think of anything I would change. I will say this. I said at the beginning, the picture of Screaming Jay Hawkins was either on a candle or a coffee cup, which it actually could be both, but it was obviously a candle because there was a flame there. Um, and I don't know whether it's a candle in a coffee cup or whether it's a candle in just a candle thing. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So, but that was Screaming Jay Hawkins right at the beginning. If you've never seen him, and if you've never seen his original videos from way back in the day, they're in black. Not all of them. The original ones are in black and white because that's what TV was back in those days. But then there's some that are a little bit as time wore on. There are some that are in color. So if you want to see some of those, you can go back and watch them. You can just do a search and you'll get all kinds of stuff, as you know. So that's that. Thank you for watching. Thanks for putting up with me talking too much. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And this is our second inductee into the Diamond Classic Video Masterpiece Hall of Fame. And we will be trying to add one. I'll do it occasionally. I wouldn't say every day, maybe every day for a while until we get the playlist kind of full. Right now we only have one in there. That's What a Difference a Day Makes when she was 8 years old. But I'm going to start putting all these ones that I think are just standalone masterpieces all by themselves that happen in a moment in time that can never be recreated. And or copied, or however you want to say it. So let us move on. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.